Hello and welcome to your mat. My name is Stacey. For today's practice, if you have them, you'll want to have 1 to 2 yoga blocks and a yoga bolster if you're planning on more of a restorative practice. If you'd like more of a yin practice, you can skip those props completely and allow gravity to do the work instead. Go ahead and get what you need, and I'll meet you lying on your back in Shavasana. And as you settle onto your back, allow your arms and legs to grow wide. Tuck your shoulder blades beneath you. And soften through the wrists and ankles. Gentle tuck in your chin lengthens up the back of your neck. With the belly soft, allow it to rise and fall with breath. Soften through your face. Let your head fall heavy into the mat. And take note of the weight of your body as stillness comes across it. Remain in stillness throughout your body. Just start to turn your gaze over to the right, allowing the right ear to come down towards the mat. You can play with the height of your chin, moving it closer or further from your shoulder. These practices with longer holds, you can invite yourself to close your eyes and be present in the moment, eliminating any visual distractions around you. And slowly bring your gaze back through center and send it over to the left. Pause with the left ear melting towards the mat. Land in stillness. Your belly continues to ride the wave of your breath. Just a few more breaths on this side. And then slowly draw your gaze back through center, pausing for a full round of breath. Start to awaken your body by wiggling fingers and toes. Find some rotations through your wrists and ankles in both directions. Slide the feet together at the bottom of your mat and bend through your knees. Bring the soles of your feet onto the floor. With your knees bent, feet on the floor, press down through your feet, lift your hips up, and shift them over to the left an inch or two before lowering them back down. The hips are slightly off to the left as you draw your knees in towards you. Lengthen through your spine and send your knees over to the right. Depending on your practice, you can use props if they're nearby. You can place them beneath the knees, so pillows, blocks, bolsters, or folded towels. Just bringing the ground a little bit closer to your legs. Any low back sensitivities, you can place the block between the knees, just to create some space for your lower back. You can also place props both beneath and between, if that feels best today. Those props are optional. You're always welcome to allow the body to land wherever it chooses to, and just let gravity do the work for you. Maybe hugging the knees in a little bit closer to your belly, encouraging the left shoulder to the floor. Option to have your gaze at the ceiling or over to the left. We'll be holding this twist for a while, so make sure your body feels supported and safe. Sending your breath deep into the lower left belly. Every breath in, visualize lengthening through the spine. Every breath out, sink deeper into your twist without being forceful. Locking your awareness onto that breath and witnessing those subtle movements. Keep the legs as they are. And if you've turned your gaze to the side, bring it back through center. Landing in the center for a few breaths. And then with or without the hands, draw the knees up through center. Land in the center, press down to the feet, let the hips find center as well. Bring the knees to touch, walk the feet wider apart, and just take a few moments in this neutral position before we transition to the opposite side. Walk your feet together, knees are bent. Press down to the feet, lift your hips up, shift the hips over to the right a little bit before lowering them down. The knees draw in towards your belly and then find their way over to the left. Maybe you're a little bit tighter on this side and you choose to use props. Maybe you prefer to have more of a yin-like practice. Option to place pillows, bolsters, or blocks between, beneath the knees, or both. And take whatever arm variation feels good. An option to gaze up at the ceiling or over to the right. And for this side, we're breathing deep into the lower right belly. Continue taking long, slow breaths in and out through the nose. Bring your gaze back through center first. And when you feel ready, releasing any props and draw the knees back through center as well. Press down through your feet, lift your hips up, give them a sway before lowering them down into neutral. With the knees bent, let the knees come to touch as you walk the feet away from each other. Once again, taking a moment to settle into stillness. Heel toe, your feet towards each other. Reach your arms up overhead, allowing them to rest on the floor. You can have as much or as little bend in the elbows as you like. And with the arms up overhead, the knees bent, we'll start to walk the feet over to the right, keeping the hips centered. The soles of the feet on the floor at the edge of your mat. The hips grounded down in the center or slightly to the left. We'll start to walk the upper body to the top right corner as well. Beginning to come into a side bend up the left side of your body. You may already be feeling a stretch here. You're welcome to stay. And you can extend the left leg long, just beyond the bottom right corner of the mat. Checking in with your body if this is a little bit too much. You can always rebend your left leg, or you can extend the right leg to meet it. Or of course, you can ease yourself back towards the center a little bit. And if you have the left leg extended, the right leg is still bent. Option to tip the right leg in towards the left, bringing the inseam of the right pant leg onto your left thigh. You can also support that with a bolster or a pillow if you have one nearby, so that you don't have to tip in quite as much. Lots of options here, none better than the rest. Just choosing which feels best in your body and supports the level of stretch you're looking for today. As you hold the position, if you're looking for a stretch but you've noticed it ease off over time, you're welcome to walk the upper body, the lower body a little bit more to the right. Maybe adjusting the amount of props that you're using. And then returning immediately back into stillness. Letting the only movement be that of your own breath as it moves through your body. And if you've used any props, you can move those aside first. However it looks in your body, find your way back through center with both legs extended long. Arms up overhead, resting on the floor. Just take a few moments here to check in, notice any subtle changes from side to side. And bend your knees, bring the soles of your feet onto the floor. The arms still up overhead. We're going to walk the feet over to the left. Ground down through the right hip especially, and start to walk the upper body to the left as well. So the lower half, the upper half are over to the left. The hips are centered or slightly to the right. If you're feeling a stretch up the right side of your body already, you're welcome to stay just here. Option to extend the right leg long to the bottom left corner, maybe even a little bit off of the mat. If it's too much, you're welcome to extend the left leg long to meet the right. Or if you'd like to go a little bit deeper with the right leg extended, you can tip the inside of the left leg on top of the right. So you're coming onto the inner arch of the left foot as the left knee points to the middle of the mat. If you're looking for something a little bit in between, you can support the left thigh with a block or a pillow. Yoga Bolster if you have one. And if it's a little too much in the shoulders, you're welcome to send the left arm down at your side. Once you find the level of stretch that you're looking for today or the amount of relaxation, support, maybe you close your eyes, soften the breath as you settle into stillness. If ever it's becoming too much, you can always ease out of the pose a little bit towards the midline. Or if you've stopped feeling a stretch and you'd like to, you can send your upper body and or your feet a little bit more to the left. As slowly and carefully as you can, release any props that you have been using. And slowly find your way back through center. That'll look different for everyone depending on where you chose to hold your practice. And pause in a mini shavasana, legs extended long. And we'll bend through the knees, soles of the feet onto the floor. Right arm up overhead, roll into your right side. Just take a few breaths into your back. Feel the ribs expand in all directions. When you feel ready, rising up to a seated position. With the legs extended long in front of you. Take a few circles with your ankles in both directions. Let the feet fall whichever direction they choose. Left leg is going to stay long. Bend the right knee, bring the sole of the right foot onto the floor. Tip the right knee over to the right side of the room, showing the inseam to the sky. And we're going to send the sole of the right foot in towards the left leg. That can be close up to your pelvis or further down to your knee or ankle. If you have sensitive knees, you're welcome to place pillows or blocks beneath the right. The same goes for the left. You can always roll up a small towel beneath the knee joint. Left ankle is soft, toes fall wherever they choose. We're going to reach up overhead and fold forward through the center, releasing the fingertips to the floor, maybe facing the palms up to reduce temptation to grip and pull yourself forward. And maybe you choose to stay in a yin-like pose like this, just allowing the upper body to be passive, the head to fall heavy. If you'd like more support for your practice, a more restorative class, you can always bring your bolster or props into play. With a bolster, you can prop it up to support your forehead. You can use a bolster paired with blocks to create a little bit of a ramp, using the varying heights of a block to choose what suits your practice best. Or create a table to rest the arms and forehead on together. You choosing the practice that you wish to have today. And then once you find that support, settling into stillness. As always, if you find that you've gained some space in your body and you'd like to go a little bit deeper, you are welcome to do so by choosing a different height of prop or inching your fingers further away from you, and then returning to stillness and settle in. And just a few more breaths at this newfound depth. And turn your palms to the floor. As slowly as you can, rise back up. Maybe bringing your hands behind you for a moment, lift your heart up to the sky. And keep the right leg just as it is. Start to bend the left knee, bring the sole of your left foot onto the floor. You can take a little rock of the left leg from side to side. And land in the center. Our right leg is still in that triangle shape. We're going to start to walk the left foot over to the left and back behind us, lowering the left knee to the floor. So the soles of the feet are now pointing to the left and a little bit back behind you, creating almost double 7 shapes with the leg, we'll say. Lower your hips on the ground, sitting tall. We're going to bring the fingertips out in front of us first. Think about lengthening through your spine, and then as we walk the fingers to the right, you can start to fold forward a little bit, bringing the hands first to frame the right knee. As we walk the fingertips, you're going to feel that left hip lift up. That's okay. Maybe you're able to walk a little bit beyond the right knee, reaching towards the mat behind you. Pausing when you start to feel resistance. We want the breath to be able to move smoothly through the body. You're welcome to stay as you are if this is a good depth for you. Pause and continue to breathe. If you'd like to lower down, you're welcome to use props, maybe a bolster and block to create a table to bring your forearms onto, or maybe to rest yourself on. You can bring yourself all the way down towards your mat, resting your forehead on the ground or onto a prop. Or you can choose any height in between, using the props, pillows, blankets that you have available, and choosing whichever gaze feels best in your neck. If you're finding it difficult to breathe, any tension, it may be a sign that you've gone a little far. And try rising up to a higher height or walking your upper body a bit more to the left. If the gaze is off to the side, bring it back through center. If you're all the way down or onto a prop, start to rise up onto the palms of your hands, walking them in towards you, lifting up through the spine. And walk your hands back towards the center, in front of your legs as you rise up all the way. And your hands can come behind you, or you can use them to lift your knees, bringing the soles of the feet onto the floor. And we'll take just a few little sways of the knees from side to side. A wide stance, feet wide apart as you sway the knees to the left and then the right. And when they feel even from side to side, extending the legs long in front of you. Maybe taking little circles with your ankles once again in both directions. And release, let the toes fall wherever they choose. We're going to move through the opposite side, so bend the left leg this time, sole of the left foot onto the floor, and tip the left knee open to the left side of the room. Deciding how close you'd like the heel to your pelvis. Maybe sliding a little further towards your ankle, especially if you have knee discomfort, or you can support the left leg with a prop. We're going to come to face the center line of our legs, reach up overhead, and then fold forward through that center. If you're noticing a stretch behind the right knee instead of the back of the thigh, you may find comfort in placing a rolled up towel or cloth beneath the knee. And if you'd like more of a supportive, restorative practice today, a little bit less stretch, you're welcome to choose a layer of props that suits your practice best. We're not actively controlling any of our muscles here. Instead, all of them are relaxing, completely effortless. The right toes are being allowed to fall off to the side if they so choose. The back body completely relaxing, surrendering to gravity's pull. As you hold these poses for extended periods of time, especially if the body feels safe and supported, the muscles will release will lengthen and will allow you to sink deeper into the pose. So if you find you've reached that point, you're always welcome to change the layers of your props, sink a little bit deeper, and find your new edge. If you're in more of a yin-like practice and looking for that stretch, you want to pause at the point of sensation, never going beyond to the point of pain or pinching discomfort. Turn the palms of your hands to the floor. Start to rise up slowly. An option to bring your hands back behind you as you lift your heart up to the sky. We'll bend the right knee, bring the sole of your right foot onto the floor, maybe a little rock from side to side with that leg. And keep the left leg just as it is. And we'll start to walk the right foot over to the right and a little bit back behind until you're able to lower the right knee down towards the floor, just beyond the sole of the left foot. We're facing centered in the direction of the left shin and ankle. Left fingertips can come down to the floor. Maybe you already feel a stretch and you're happy staying just as you are. You're welcome to do so. This is your practice. If you'd like to go further, you can walk your fingers to the left, bringing a bit of a twist into this posture as well. Just pause for a moment with the hands framing the left knee. If you're already feeling some tension, some tightness through the chest and difficulty finding your breath, then there's no need to go further. If you're not really quite feeling any sensation at all, you can continue to walk the fingertips over to the left. You'll feel the right hip lifting up and coming towards your left knee as you do so. And once you start to feel that resistance, pause there. You can stay lifted up. You can lower all the way down onto forearms or all the way down onto your mat. You can pause halfway with your forehead on pillows, a bolster, or a block. Or you can create a bit of a ramp with your bolster if you have one. And choosing a gaze that feels best in your neck. Once you've found your depth, your level of support, your next job is to find some stillness. Maybe you invite your eyes to close. Ensure that you're in a position that the breath is able to easily move through your body. Letting go of all effort. With your eyes closed in this posture, maybe you're able to better witness the breath moving through your body. Focus on the expansion through the back body, the ribs, the waist. The softening with each breath out. Whichever direction you've chosen for your gaze, bring it back through center. And start to bring the soles of the palms of your hands onto the floor. As you lift yourself up, gradually walk the hands towards you. And walk the hands towards the front, coming back through your neutral position. You can either bring your hands behind you to take the weight of your body. If you have a bolster, that can sometimes bring a little extra height. Allow your hands to come behind you more comfortably. Or you can use your hands to lift up your knees and bring them up through center. And take a few moments to sway your knees from side to side. Your hands on your mat, your bolster, whatever feels best. And pause in the center, knees are bent. Begin to lower yourself down onto your back. With the knees bent, let the knees come to touch and walk the heels wider apart. Bring the soles of the feet to the edges of your mat. Arms at your side, let the palms face up. This is a great alternative to Shavasana anytime you have low back or hip sensitivities. Anytime we've worked on a lot of twists, forward folds. It's a great way to release any tension that has developed in your low back, the hips and pelvis. You're welcome to take this position or a supported Shavasana position at any time. You'll often see me in a Yin restorative practice sliding my bolster beneath my knees. It's just a great way for your body to have some extra support as you extend your legs long. And settle into your Shavasana. And so it is your option if you would like to remain with the knees fully bent, feet on the floor. If you'd like to extend your legs long to the bottom corners. Or if if you'd like to find a halfway point with a bolster or rolled up blanket beneath the knee. Whatever final resting pose your body is calling for, transition to that position now. Set up your upper body by giving your head a little rock from side to side, landing in neutral with a slightly tucked chin. Shoulder blades beneath you, and open chest and heart. Feel the rise and fall of belly and chest and belly with every breath. Without judgment or attachment, notice any subtle changes in your body from when you first landed here on your mat Send yourself some gratitude for carving out this hour of your day to allow your body the opportunity for those changes. Each time we land on our mat, however long or short the practice, we gain so much. We gain some mobility, sense of peace and calm, a little more connection to breath and self. Each of us takes something a little bit different, both physically and emotionally, from every single practice. Even if it's only a sense of pride for doing that one thing for ourselves. Hold on to whatever it is that has motivated you to find your mat today. Hold on to the gratitude for offering it, following through with it, being open to the changes that came along with it. One last time, directing the mind to the breath. Allowing those subtle movements to close out your practice. Taking as many of them as you need. With such gratitude for you joining me here today on your mat, and always, namaste.